This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. All right. Today we're going to be talking about tax inversions and how companies in the U.S. maximize their wealth by going abroad. In 2014, after the CEO of Burger King created the merger with Tim Hortons, he wanted to relocate his headquarters and therefore tax residence outside the U.S. But this sparked negative social media posts with people saying that they would never step foot into a Burger King again, though Walgreens did the same thing with the Boots Alliance in 2014. And though they received the same blizzard of negative publicity posts with other people saying Walgreens have gone wrong, they had sophisticated social media capabilities, although Walgreens also faced political pressures as they were funded by government health plans like Medicaid and Medicare. Though the goal was to lower the tax deductions for both companies, as the U.S. had the highest corporate tax rate at 40%.
In the Burger King or Walgreens on who made the better decision, we chose Burger King made the better decision because they kept their headquarters in America, but they put their global firm in Canada. By doing this, they got their stock to go up by 19.5%, and they did not have to pay the taxes on the $5 million. In the sense of it being today, Burger King wouldn't need to merge with Canada to avoid the 40% tax, because today the tax is only 15%. That is much less, and a merger is not needed. Also, the global headquarters could be in America if they did still do a merger.
Alrighty, I'm going to be talking about why you should, do you think social media reactions should dictate a company's decision? And sometimes I would say yes, but I would say most of the time no, because you need to do what's best for your company, and you need to make sure that your company is able to profit in not just where you're based at, but also in the long-term run whenever you're trying to expand to other countries or just other states.
Okay, so would tax inversions be a better fit for an oligopoly or monopolistic competition? So an oligopoly is a market that is shared with a small number of producers, and a monopolistic competition is a market with many companies offering products or services that are similar but not exactly the same. So when Burger King announced its merger, people were initially fine with it, but once they announced that they might switch headquarters to Canada, people became very against it because they wanted it here in the States. There was a lot of hate towards Burger King, and they could potentially lose their following and also their finances or financials. But that being said, I believe that the tax inversion works better in a monopolistic competition, because if there are substitutes in the area, the outcome won't be as detrimental to the company that moved its headquarters.
Okay, and another example of tax inversion is when the company Medtronic bought the Ireland-based company Covidien in 2014 for $42.9 billion, and they moved their headquarters overseas to Ireland. The combination of the two companies not only expanded their geographic reach, but it also obviously raised their monetary gain. In the press statements that I read that were released by Medtronic, the main reason for the merger was so that they could have the increased ability to save more lives through their medical electronics that they were able to sell, and that it was not at all due to the tax break that they were gaining from moving their headquarters to Ireland. But by moving their companies overseas, they were able to gain more flexible financial flexibility, and because they didn't have to pay the 35% reparation tax rate, which I'm sure certainly helped in making their decision to move over to Ireland.
Okay, so how is this related to microeconomics? I think the main topic that involves microeconomics in this scenario is the tax inversions. In this example, Burger King is relocating its tax residence to a different country with its lower tax rates. And I would say this is a microeconomic decision because it involves the financial considerations of a single firm. And in this case, that firm being Burger King.